Hello and welcome to 7 Days of Science. Fortunately, Doug could make it this week, but he'll be calling in from a different location. Coming up, wolves that aren't wolves, a new dromaeosaur, and a mosasaur with some very strange teeth.
Ben? Ben, can you hear me? Okay, good. I haven't got long, so I can't cover much, but I will mention NASA's SLS test on Saturday. The SLS, or aptly named Space Launch System, is a massive, space rocket that will be the centrepiece of NASA's next generation of space travel, the most powerful rocket ever to have flown to space. It'll be what takes humans to the moon again, and onwards to Mars in the future. On Saturday, NASA was planning to do an 8-minute engine test, but the test was stopped after just over a minute. NASA officials have said that the test was still not a failure, and that much was learned, finding out that the issue was with the hydraulic systems causing a premature shutdown. Whether there will be a similar follow-up test is yet unconfirmed, but the SLS rocket is still due to send an Orion capsule on a loop around the moon on a mission in November this year, although there is speculation that this could be delayed. Up next is a fantastic study that has for the first time sequenced 5 full genomes from direwolves. The genomes were obtained from several subfossils dating to between 13,000 and over 50,000 years old, and they've revealed some very interesting things about these famous prehistoric animals, including something rather unexpected. Although physically they resembled the modern grey wolf, they were actually not closely related to them at all. Instead, the direwolves represent a divergent lineage that separated from the ancestors of living canids about 5.7 million years ago, with no evidence of gene flow between direwolves and North American grey wolves or coyotes. The similar body shape seems therefore to be the result of convergent evolution, and the results of the study also indicate that direwolves originated early on in the New World and were the last of an ancient New World lineage, whereas the ancestors of other canids evolved in Eurasia and colonised North America relatively recently. It also turns out that the closest living relatives of the direwolf are the side-striped and black-backed jackals, and the taxonomic name of these animals has therefore been changed as well, from Canis dirus to Enochion dirus. So some fascinating discoveries. Back to you, Ben.
Thanks, Doug. Also in this week's paleontology news is the naming and description of a new genus and species of dromaeosaur, which is always great to see. Called Sri Devi, its remains were discovered in a formation in Mongolia intermediate between 2 other formations where several other dromaeosaurs have been found before, and the specimen this new taxon is based on has actually been known about since the early 90s, but it wasn't officially described until this week. Sri has been found to form a clade with Velociraptor, based on various features that are very similar between the 2 dinosaurs, and the discovery of this new species allows paleontologists to understand even more about the anatomy of dromaeosaurids, in addition to understanding how they varied in different times and places in the late Cretaceous of Mongolia. And finally is more exciting news as a new genus and species of very bizarre mosasaur has been named, Xenodens kalminikari. Discovered in late Cretaceous aged rocks in Morocco, this animal had incredibly unique teeth, unlike those of any known reptile, living or extinct. The teeth of this creature were arranged in a kind of dental battery, and the individual teeth were very short, thin and hooked, causing them to form what appears to be a kind of saw-like blade. The paper explains how this tooth arrangement is actually unique among all squamates, and potentially even all tetrapods, so it's certainly very strange to say the least. The feeding strategy utilised by Xenodens was therefore likely also entirely unique, and according to the authors possibly involved cutting actions to carve out pieces of big-bodied prey, or while scavenging on carcasses. So another incredible find published this week that further adds to the fascinating known diversity of the mosasaurs. Well, that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and let's all hope that Doug is okay, wherever he may be.